the World Cup in Qatar is coming up in a couple of weeks. The British Foreign Secretary spoke about this today. I think that there's been obviously concerns that the Qatar's laws on LGBTQ people or towards LGBTQ people could have an impact on people who want to travel to this World Cup. So Foreign Secretary cleverly basically said, he said, I think with a little bit of flex and compromise at both ends, it can be a safe, secure, and exciting World Cup. USA is also in this World Cup, but some Americans will be traveling there to see it. I noticed your travel advisory for Qatar doesn't specifically say, give any warning about behavior for LGBTQ people, how they should act while in Qatar. So do you have some guidance for Americans who might be going to the World Cup? Should they sort of compromise as the British seem to be suggesting, or what would you advise them to? How would you advise them to behave once they're there?
Well, Simon, we have a number of lines of effort underway in this department to ensure the safety of American citizens when they travel abroad. And broadly, our guidance to any American citizen choosing to travel anywhere is to, of course, look at what the appropriate travel advisory designation is for a said country to ensure that you and any loved ones or fellow travelers register with our smart traveler system and the embassy so that they can stay up to breast on any developing situations on the ground. And as I said to Leon's question, when there is a change in the status on the ground that deems for us to change our travel advisory warning, both for our personnel in country, but also for American citizens, we've done that. And so we'll continue to pay close attention and do that as well.
So if somebody is traveling there, there's been comments from the government of Qatar saying during the World Cup, sort of warning that public displays of affection are going to be unwelcome. This is in the security advisory from the U.S. government, but on the actual travel advisory, there is no specific advice, right? So if you're an LGBTQ American wanting to go and support the USA in this World Cup, are they, as you sort of mentioned, they should be aware of local laws, but does that mean during the World Cup they should, I guess, limit how they behave in order to stay in line with local laws?
I'm not going to prescribe something like that from here, Simon. I think, again, as the State Department, it's our responsibility to ensure that American citizens, when they travel, they have the most up-to-date information as it relates to a travel advisory warning for a specific country. We update that information as circumstances on the ground change, and we'll continue to do that as it relates to any country in the world, as you've seen us do at regular intervals from this department.
And very broadly, that advice includes respecting, obeying local laws.
Of course it does.
Custom, right?
Of course it does.
Okay, so I'm not sure I understand why you're reluctant to answer.
I was not reluctant to answer Simon's question. Of course, obeying local law enforcement guidelines and local rules and regulations is, of course, key to any travel.
While we're on this subject, there was an alert in South Africa, and some suggest it was because in that area there's going to be a gay pride protest. Is that related to that?
I've not. I don't have anything specific on that travel alert. I will check with the team, see if we have anything for you. But again, we assess the safety and security on the ground in any country as things like security and other factors assess and develop. But we'll check.
Sorry, are you aware of any country in the world for which you encourage Americans not to obey local laws?
No, Matt. Of course,
Okay.
that any American citizen, when they travel abroad,
Okay.
we of
And
course
encourage them.
encourage them to follow local laws,
And
as we
that
would-
includes Russia too.
as we would for anybody traveling to the United States as well. Like simultaneously, vice versa, is what I meant.
Okay,